Okay, so I'm going to make a video now so you can see that Sgraffito technique that I had showed you before in the live demonstration. So this way you can refer back to it whenever you need it. I'm going to start this, and by the way, this was the same bowl that I initially showed you how to do the Sgraffito with. And I was able to wash off the color using generally, warm to hot water. And just scrubbing it, and then I went back and I added another coat of glue and let it dry. So now I'm going to do this Sgraffito really quickly. So let me start by getting the glue. I'll pour 3 little puddles so I can use 3 colors. Hoping that is enough. And again, just a reminder, you're always starting with your clean paintbrush, and you're going to dip it in some of the paint. And remember that the watercolor, if it dries out, it's not a big deal, because when you add water, it just gets reconstituted. So I'm going to add, looks like I might have added a little too much color, but let's see. All right, it's mixing pretty well though. Get the brush clean. Remember, each time you want to clean the brush in between going from one color to another. Now, I think what I used last time, so I'm going to try to use it again. There's a little bit of this lime green color. Oops. So I'm going to get some of that and mix it in. I think I actually need a little bit more color on that one, so the color was a little dried out. So again, in between, when I got to go back for more, I will then go back and clean the brush. So I'm always, never put a dirty brush or a brush that has something else on it. So if it has glue on it or another color, don't put it into paint or into the glue. Wash it first and then mix it after. So see, now that I did that, the color is a little bit richer, which is how I want it to be. And I am going to just rinse my brush again. And if I'm not mistaken, I may have gone with the green. I'm not sure if I went with the blue, but I think maybe I'll just stick with the green. Oh, I know what I did. I used the green. I didn't use the yellow. So, all right, I'll use the yellow this time. It's not a big deal. I'll use the deeper green with it. So I'll use the deeper green, the lighter green, and the yellow this time. And again, so I'm mixing all my color. Now I'm going to start by putting some of this color, now that it's mixed, I'm going to start at the bottom. And I'm just going to apply it so that I'm going around in a bit of a circle. I'm going to get some at the bottom. And you know what, I think I'll just put some into the ring, also the foot ring there. And then clean my brush very quickly and wipe it off. And then the next band I'll use is going to be the lighter green. And you notice that I'm going on top of the deeper green, so I'm blending it a little bit as I go, because I want to get a little bit of a gradation happening. So blending the colors a little bit is going to make them a little more interesting. Okay, and now I'm going to add the yellow. Just got to get my brush clean. Okay, and I'll add this yellow right at the rim so that it's blending a little bit with the lighter green there. And oops, it's a little difficult to hold it. It might make more sense to put it down as I'm working. You'll figure out how it's going to make the most sense for you. I'm just going to pick it up because I want to just show you how that's looking so far. And I'm going to go back in. I'm going to add a little bit more of this. So I want to have more of this glue mix on here. I want it to be a little on the thicker side as I'm working, because when I do the Sgraffito, I need some of that to be able to have, you know, a thick enough coat to scrape off. All right, so that's actually, at this point, I have enough of the color on there that now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to scrape out with the bamboo stick. I think I'm going to actually use the thicker end. I'm going to maybe get the one that doesn't have the point, where it's a little bit rounder. And I'm just going to go in. And because this is for the video, this time I'm going to be a little bit more careful with the patterning that I put in. So I was less careful when I demonstrated live. And you could actually, if you wanted, you could make little drawings. You can write words. I'm just going to do a squiggle pattern because I like how it looks. And you'll notice that as I'm moving around, I'm also kind of shifting some of the colors so that the blends are happening, different things are happening with them. And you have to work not fast, but relatively quickly, because as you get that glue on there, it already starts to stiffen up a tiny bit and feel like it might be coming off. So, I mean, not coming off, I'm sorry, getting harder to get to come off. So again, just got that nice little swirly pattern going on around here, and then later on I can touch up my edges. But for now, you can see with the Sgraffito where I have the gradation of color from dark to light. Your colors are going to vary. Everybody has different colors. It doesn't really matter, but you do want to use 3 of the colors rather than all 4. And you want to blend them so that they're overlapping a little bit, and that when you scrape them away, you get this interesting look. And right now it looks rather shiny. It's going to be a little bit more of a satin finish when it dries, and it'll look pretty nice. It'll look a little bit like it's glazed, and you can always touch up areas that didn't get done that well. Okay? And so that's it for the Sgraffito. And that technique can be used on tiles or anything else, but I just wanted you to see it because it looks really nice on the bowl, and I think you'll enjoy this technique.